What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Vanguard video. As always, my name is G. Now listen, y'all, I know I already made a video covering the Armaguerra 43 SMG just a few days ago. However, hear me out now, okay? I did not know that we were going to be getting a double XP weekend so soon after I uploaded the video, and well, if I did know that, I probably would have waited and fully maxed out the Armaguerra before I even made a video in the first place. But oh well, you know, alas, it is what it is, and here we are again. So the double XP weekend is now over, and I was actually able to fully max out the gun in the very last couple of hours of the event. I did not know it was actually going down. Just goes to show how much I know, right? But I did actually ended up finishing the gun, so now I can actually give my full honest opinion of the Armaguerra, fully maxed out with everything unlocked. So for those who just want to know a straight up answer and just to be quick to the point, I will just say it right now, the gun is actually really good. Here is my class setup for the Armaguerra 43. For the muzzle, I am rocking the Mercury silencer. Now at the time of recording this, which is on March 29th of the year 2022, there is still this annoying ass bug where the silencers in this gun is completely glitched. I'm not sure if it's for any other gun. I haven't actually tried it in any other guns when it comes to the silencers, but for this gun specifically, it is pretty glitched. So when you are using it and you are shooting the gun, you can't hear a damn thing. So for that reason, a good alternative for the time being is the recoil booster. It does make an already shaky gun even more shaky, but the fire rate is pretty insane and it does make for some pretty funny kills and funny reactions. For the barrel, I do have the Bodhi 315 MMC2. The reason for this is because unfortunately the Armaguerra 43 is a bit weak at base damage. It's only 20 damage per bullet, but with this barrel it does bring it up to 22. Now I know it's not a crazy amount of a damage increase, but there is another attachment here that does bring up the damage a bit more. For the optic, I do have the slate reflector. Nothing special really here, it's just a simple optic, works well with this SMG. For the stock, I do have the Imirito SA folding. This is a pretty good attachment. Now you can argue that the body DA stock is also a good attachment, and honestly it is a pretty decent one as well. I have tried it a few times, but I have found that the penalties to the movement have come back to bite me in the ass a few times. I mean, the -3 sprint to fire speed and the -2 movement speed is pretty significant. Comparing the body to the Imirito, the movement speed drops by 5.9% and the sprint to fire drops a whopping 28.5%. Now that's pretty bad, especially for an SMG class setup. But again, if you're more of a slow player and not a rusher, this handicap might not be that big of a deal. For the underbarrel, I am using the Carver foregrip. Now we really are just focusing on the recoil control, so this barrel in my personal opinion is the better one out of the bunch. Now for the magazine, so on my first video covering the Armaguerra 43, I did say that the 40 round clip with the fast reload was going to be my go-to mag, but unfortunately since the gun is pretty weak and the damage isn't that good, with it just being 22 damage, the 40 round mag just wasn't good enough, since it does takes about 4 to 5 bullets to kill someone. And I found out that the 8mm Kerr 75 round magazine not only gave me a 275% increase in bullets, but it also gave me an additional 27.3% damage increase. For that reason alone, I did ended up just swapping them out, unfortunately. For the ammo type, again, going back to my enjoyment of spamming my bullets as fast as possible, lengthened ammo type was a no-brainer for me personally. For the rear grip, similar to the underbarrel, we're focusing on our recoil here again, so the stippled grip works great here. Now for the proficiency, and unfortunately guys, for those who have been watching my videos, you guys will know just how much I love hip firing and making clips of me just spamming my bullets, hip firing, running gung-ho, but unfortunately this did break mi corazon because there was no gung-ho, so no hip firing for us unfortunately. But the best one I can find for this proficiency was hard scope. With the high rate of fire of this gun, the small window of accuracy and recoil control after sustaining ADS is actually pretty good. And lastly, the ammo kit fully loaded is pretty good, although I will say quick is also a pretty solid alternative. I just simply like having my gun fully maxed out with the ammo kit and not have to worry about me running out of bullets anytime soon. So with that being said, that's pretty much my setup that I'm using for the Armaguerra 43, and to avoid repeating myself and sounding really redundant, I'll just keep it short. The Armaguerra 43 is pretty solid, but sticking to my first review, it's not really something to write home about. It's good, don't get me wrong, I don't want to blur the lines about about that. And the 75 round magazine really makes it pretty nasty and fun to use. But when you compare it to like the well gun, the MP40, and hell, I won't even say the PPSH, this gun just falls right in between those SMGs. It just, you know, to me personally, it just feels like another PPSH, only it's a lot weaker. In all honesty, I doubt we'll be seeing people choose this over the MP40 or the Cooper Carbine. But again, guys, this is just simply my opinion, alright? So if you guys disagree with me, you know, that's perfectly fine. If you think you can make a better class, or if you can have, if you have any suggestions for that matter on how I can make this gun even more better, by all means, you know, leave me a comment in the comment section. But with that being said, my friends, I just want to say gracias por su tiempo a todos, and thank you for, you know, stopping by the video here today. And if you have not subscribed, man, it's always free. There's nothing, no contracts, no commitments. You can always unsubscribe at any time. But with that being said, guys, I'll see you all in the next one. All right, peace out.